No! Sorry, would be to be.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Hot.
It's really hot.
It's a slow killer, bro.
Alright. 5th napkin in. Get some milk. Fuck. Alright. Hey, what's going on, everybody? From Carros Productions, I'm Carly Herlihy, and you're watching Something Similar to Hot Ones. It's the show where we try to be something similar to Hot Ones, but with shit camera work and even shittier editing. And today we are joined by Jenae Galang. Jenae is known for Baby Girl, Homicide, and Becoming Eddie on IMDb, as well as the cutest Duncan Giffy girl. You may see her pop up on your YouTube ads, maybe curling her hair or driving a Nissan car. And now she is starring in the web series here at CARCARROSE Productions called A Series, playing the character of Naomi. You can binge recent episodes here on this channel, as well as continue watching the series in its next few last episodes. But first, let's eat some moderately spicy wings.
Damn.
Jenae Galang, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course.
Thanks for feeding me.
So, how do you normally handle your spice?
I love spicy to the point where sometimes I like to challenge how far I can go, and I'll eat something for the spice. Even though I can't enjoy it, like it's so spicy.
So spicy you can't
burns
even.
my tongue.
This is not sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. I will tell you that right now. But what we got Nashville Hot is our first wing. Go ahead and take it.
Oh, all right.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Dink and sink.
Okay.
It's not bad. Not
I'm
bad
a
at all.
messy eater. Yeah. No burn.
All right. Nashville Hot, regional hot sauce with cayenne pepper and brown sugar. So, you worked at the Giffy, and you had the chance to be able to become a GIF yourself. What was that experience like?
Well, it was honestly a lot of fun. It was a long day on set, and I think it's really interesting to like kind of log what you recorded and then see what they end up picking, because you record maybe as long as, I don't know, 15 seconds, but they will pick like a millisecond.
Because it repeats?
Because it repeats. And so it's interesting to see like what they end up doing. Another thing that I just felt like it was really great that I could be that animated and expressive, because I'm naturally animated like that. And so I'm like, this is really hard, because it's like, which one's my priority? Answer your question or eat this wing? But you're my priority.
You're doing great. You're doing great so far.
Balance.
All right, so Jenae, you grew up in the Bay Area. And it is said amongst the internet and the LA demographic that people that grew up in the Bay Area are too loud about growing up in the Bay Area. Do you believe this is true, or do you think it's an exaggeration? And if it's true, do you think that, why do you think that the Bay Area natives are so proud to be that?
All right. What are your sources? What? Jesus,
My sources are Instagram and TikTok. And LA natives.
We're loud about where we're from. I feel like everybody's loud about where they're from if they're proud from where they come from. And if the Bay Area people are loud, it's because we got a lot to be proud of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, we kind of loud. Like if there's a song that comes on in a club or a bar that's from the Bay, like, oh my God, I'm one of the first people to go jump, and you can kind of clock who either fucks with the music or like who is from the Bay, because they end up going equally dumb. So, you know, like the hyphy movement, but you know, there's a lot of new artists coming out of there that have been blowing up for years, like Kehlani. Zendaya is from the Bay.
Oh, okay.
I think she's from Oakland.
Yeah, her mom works at Cow Shakes.
Oh, really? I'm not
Yeah.
surprised. Shit. Yeah, I think the Bay has a lot of pride because of the musical influence its culture has. And there's just so many artists. I mean, Tupac's also, he reps the Bay. He's not necessarily from the Bay, but Bay Area has taught him a lot and influenced his music as well. So I think there is a lot of history that comes with the Bay Area, and I think there is a lot of love, soul that comes from the people of it, but there's also a lot of art that takes place within it. So
that's awesome. Dope. Yeah. And speaking of the Bay Area, you are a champ at the South Bay Poetry Slam.
Like,
taking home 2 first place positions as well as a second place position. In that, do you miss competing with that artistic skill, and how do you practice that skill now and use your poetry skills in the work that you're doing now?
First off, I don't know how you finished your food so quickly. But also, actually, yes, I'm spoken word poetry is, those are the roots from which I stem. You know, I'm into acting and creating music because I feel like spoken word can be stretched in those creative endeavors. Like if you speed it up and put it to a beat, you're making music. If you slow it down, thicken the plot, add an intention, you're making, you can act, you're acting.
Yeah.
So I do miss it because I haven't done it in a minute. It was that was such a fiery time for my human. And there was a lot of healing that it allowed me to do. And just awakening that it gave me access to, because I would have never thought I could be an actor if I didn't venture into spoken word poetry and I didn't listen to this gut feeling that told me I needed to pen down what I was feeling and then I needed to share it, you know? So it's crazy how like every step is incremental to the next. Look at you with your research, little Nancy Drew out here, shit.
Alrighty. Okay, now we can go to the second wing. I'm sorry, you don't have to finish each one.
I'm not gonna waste my food.
The next wing is our hot flavor. It's a classic wing sauce with exhilarating heat.
We'll be the judge of that. Exhilarating?
No.
Ooh, okay.
That tastes good. That's a good tasting one. I should get spicy things at Buffalo Wait. What's it called?
Words are hard.
B-dubs.
B-dubs.
B-dubs. I should get that more.
There's too many syllables. Just
too many. That's why B-dubs is the nickname. Oh, this is spicy. I might go for the drinks. All right, so.
But if you had ranch.
I know, I forgot to get ranch.
No, this isn't about ranch. We ain't no bitches. So I was chicken on my chair and I'm not willing to let it go.
We both attended PCPA, graduating in 2018. Attending that school, we followed in the footsteps of people like Kathy Bates and Robin Williams, to Zac Efron and Vincent Rodriguez III, to Joanna Jones and Mayami Mizuki. How do you feel your training at PCPA has changed you as an artist? And generally speaking, how was your overall experience as a student?
That's a lot to unpack. I would say that the value that PCPA and the training has in my life is incomparable to anything that I've ever been blessed with. Like, first off, I mean, just from a financial academic standpoint, you get grad level training. Yeah, this is a plug for PCPA. You get grad level training and it's connected to a community college in California. So if you're a California resident and you qualify for the BOG fee waiver, they changed the name, but if you qualify for that grant, your tuition is free. My tuition is free. I never qualify for that stuff. And then to just get to the creative process of everything, I was so sucked into the realm of academia that like I didn't know how to function as an artist, but I was a creative. So there was like this really big conflict where I relied a lot on my security blanket was me as a student, doing research, being the smartest in the room. But I struggled being an artist because I didn't trust myself in that area because I knew so well that I could be a student.
Right.
So my challenge at PCPA was to trust myself in life. Like that was just my life. I mean, everybody's journey is to learn how to trust themselves. And my journey for that trust really got amplified at PCPA. It just taught me how to be more of my human and step into my power and be self-aware and connect with the people around me genuinely. It really amplified those skills. And it helped me let go of this fear of failure. It helped me let go of feeling like I'm not enough. It taught me that I am more than enough and how to find those affirmations that empower me. Just unlearn everything that you've been conditioned to think and believe so that you can relearn things that empower you to spread your light.
Right. And with that said, before attending PCPA, you got your BA in psychology and social behavior and minored in literary journalism. How do you think that experience and education thrives in your acting career today?
I just did a thick meat of chicken. That was redundant.
Thick meat of chicken.
I was gonna say thick piece, but I mean, it is meat. What's so dope and what like really affirmed that I was exactly where I needed to be in that moment pursuing acting was that I was reading The Challenge for an Actor on our first year, like before we started acting classes, like by Uta Hagen, and she was talking and mentioning about all of these psychologists and their research studies that I learned in college.
Wow, so you had known these people because college, and then you were able to read about them in acting school.
Absolutely.
Really
and
cool.
it was a nice moment of connectivity and affirmation, because before, like when I was younger, I was so self-deprecating. I was like, how is this gonna serve me? How is it practical? What is this gonna do for me? But I would have never imagined the path that I'm on. And so it's really inspiring to see how my past decisions set me up for the success that I am blessed with now, because being an actor is about taking in life and being an investigator of like what your body is feeling with what emotion and what triggers it, and then like looking at other people and in how they interact and human behavior. There are so many parallels between being a psychologist who has to study that,
right?
Except I would argue that being an actor, you get to practice it more. My parents are very supportive now, but you know, they're Asian, pretty liberal for what one would consider is supposed to be conservative, because Asians are generally very conservative. But they still wanted me to go into the medical field because they cared for my financial security, you know what I mean? So I think for me, a lot of it was just trying to find out how these like seemingly disjointed interests connected, you know, because I felt like I was all over the place. Everybody else was reflecting back to me that it seemed like I was all over the place. And then when I learned to let go of these perceptions of like, of what people think and just like focus on me, I still felt like I was scattered. And so I'm constantly trying to find out how all of these different interests are connected.
I like that. Cheers to that.
Sorry.
No problem. That was awesome.
I'm just like, what is this?
This is our stout.
Oh.
Yeah, if you didn't know, we got
I didn't even know.
we got some stout here. We got some almond milk from Starbucks. Thank you, Starbucks. We got some water and then ice, just in case. How do you feel in the spicy realm right now? Just chilling, right?
Yeah, not breaking the sweat
Hot.
yet. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, next wing, we got the habanero. Mango habanero.
Mango habanero from Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't like everything Buffalo Wild Wings does, but their mango habanero, something I love.
I'm relying on the taste here because I really got you.
It's so sweet. Yeah, like wings are more of an investment to like eat. You know what I mean?
Jenae, in the world we live in today, with almost everything we need to create content at our fingertips, how do you feel the struggle of our industry has changed? Do you think that has made the ladder easier to climb, or does it open the door way too wide for anyone and everyone to create content, making it harder to be seen?
That's a really great question. It's also a very good sauce.
Yeah, I feel like this is very sweet. They labeled it hotter than hot.
No, listen, girl.
Does it hit later? no, I'm
You
scared.
you don't even know. All of a sudden
no.
your lips just start burning and you're like, what happened? It's good.
Oh gosh, it's sweet right now.
You're tougher than you think, bro.
All right.
I know, that's the misleading part. I got it on my jeans. Anyway, so I think, I have to give tribute to Gary Vee, who really put this into context for me. Like, we are in the digital age. Technology is extremely welcoming for creatives and people who just want to venture into experimenting and documenting. I would say that the struggles for our industry, it's already oversaturated. Not in a bad way, that's just factually, like, there's a lot of actors, there's not enough work available. Or at least where people want to see themselves working. The technology gives everybody the opportunity to be a creative, because every human is a creative. Having a phone that can document or give us the opportunity to create and tell a story is a beautiful thing, because everybody has a story to tell. So I think it's awesome because it gives everybody a power that most people didn't have back in the day, that we take for granted. It heightens our level of accountability as people who want to work, because I was on set and there was an actor there that was complaining about how ridiculous she felt it was that casting companies expect actors to understand to do their own self-tape, to understand how to fix lighting and like how to edit it and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense and I understand your frustration, but I feel like it's the easiest way to eliminate a lot of people in the running.
Don't want to put that effort in.
If you don't want to do the work, you're not going to do the work. It does give some people who shouldn't really be creating, whether it's because they're putting out some really racist, disempowering shit, or just because it's just stupid content that doesn't mean anything. It gives them the ability to do it, but guess what? They're fucking doing the work. So if you feel like their content is stupid, make content.
I will see content and I'll be like, wow, this is amazing production, but this is just stupid shit. Like, why am I, like, how are they right here doing this at this level of production, but it's just like content's stupid. And then, but it inspires me anyways, being like, well, now I know I can do it with better content.
Right, which is amazing because like that work ethic, that way of thinking is so inspiring, so empowering. Because there's a lot of people that will just kind of use it as a chip on their shoulder. Like, oh, well, they're getting so many views and they're not even posting anything meaningful.
Right.
So what? Like, what does their journey have to do with your ability to affect the community around you? It doesn't unless you let it. And so what's great about what you just said is that you are, like, you're reflecting, you're using those moments to reflect and think about how you can add value. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, oh, well, this is happening, why would I get involved in this? Like, this is, you know what I mean?
I feel like there's a lot of people in the world that say, well, I can do that.
And they don't.
And they don't.
And they don't. So it's like,
we, with our social media, have developed this grind every day, all day kind of culture with people posting constantly about working so hard and so much. Do you think this is an encouraging environment that inspires people to work? Or do you think it's toxic and teaches people that we shouldn't have breaks and shames people who are not currently working on material, or maybe a little bit of both?
My brother would always say life is about balance. And I think it definitely attributes to that. Like, yeah, it's awesome to share how hard you work because you never know how you're going to inspire someone with your grind. That I will share because it's like, what are you willing to do for your dreams?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a balance of making sure that people are aware that they need to take care of their human. Because if you have dreams, that's beautiful. But if you aren't taking care of the vessel that will help you manifest those dreams, they render useless. However you consume content is kind of a reflection of where you're at and where, like, what your inner monologues are sharing with you. And also whatever you're sharing on the internet kind of reflects how toxic you can let social media be or how empowering you can let it be.
You can use it. Yeah, take it and use it. I think that's beautifully said with it's best of both worlds. Things can inspire you, and if you let it inspire you, and also everyone should be focusing on their human and making sure that you take those breaks when you need them. We as artists are somewhat in the growing process of our career, and we are working hard to find our place in this industry. As of right now, what are your top 3 career bucket lists or top 3 people to work with? And who in this industry right now do you look up to and inspire to be like?
There's so many things. Okay, if I had to choose just 3.
What's in the forefront of your mind right now in your process of your career?
Well, one of the meditations that I've been having very vividly is me starring, I don't know if it's a movie or a Hulu series with, Aquafina, either as my older sister or as my best friend, Ali Wong,
Right.
as like a cool aunt or mom, just like very, very Asian oriented, women celebrated, minority empowered, like that's one of the biggest things that has been in my meditations recently. Doing theater in prisons and in other areas with clients that wouldn't be able to have access to that as a form of therapy, that have so much to share and are unaware of the outlets available. Start a podcast.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's awesome.
There are a lot of other actors that I could like share who I would want to work with. Even musically, I would love to collaborate with some people when I'm at that level of being able to express myself in that way. Like, I feel like the possibilities are endless. There's a lot of actors in the field right now that are using their platform and their their acclaim and their art as a way to push the world forward. Didn't give you any specifics, but
no, I love that.
I love
that
artists
idea.
That are doing that because there's so many that are doing that.
That's a perfect way to put it. All right, wing number 4. I'm gonna put that down and put another napkin down. I'm 3 napkins in.
Are you?
Yeah, I got 2 napkins on there. Ooh, I like the taste of this one. This is wild. Classic wing sauce. Blister and heat.
That fits so well in your sentence. Like that. This is wild. And I was like,
that should be the slogan. This is just me saying it. This is wild.
This is wild, y'all.
All right, so Jenae, living with you, I've come to know that you are a pretty big fan of the TV show The Office. So I got some of The Office trivia questions for you.
Bitch.
Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Alrighty. Office trivia.
This is hot.
It's really hot.
It's a slow killer, bro.
Alright. 5th napkin in. And get some milk. Fuck. Alright. In season 1, episode 1, the pilot, who started their first day at Dunder Mifflin Scranton? Was it Jim? Was it Ryan, Michael, or Aaron?
Ryan.
That is correct. Woo! Starting strong. In season 2, episode 5, the Halloween episode, what was Jim's costume? Dave, Bookface, 3-hole punch Jim, or rational customer?
What were the options?
Dave, Bookface, 3-hole punch Jim, or rational customer?
I feel like it was 3-hole punch Jim.
That is correct. In season 2, should I finish it? Do I have to finish? Oh,
I'll do it.
In season 2, episode 21, conflict resolution, who complained about Pam planning her wedding on company time? Was it
Jim?
That is correct. It was Jim. I can't take another bite. In season 2, episode 1, the Dundies, what Dundie Award does Phyllis take home? Bustiest Beaver Dundee, the Bushiest Beaver Dundee, Spicy Curry Dundee, or Whitest Sneakers Dundee?
Hey.
The Bustiest Beaver Dundee,
What was the second one?
the Bushiest Beaver Dundee.
What were this? What was it? C and D?
Spicy Curry Dundee, Whitest Sneakers Dundee.
I want to say it's the first one.
Bustiest Beaver Dundee?
Yeah.
The correct answer is the bushiest bee.
Damn it!
All right, last question in our office trivia. In season 2, episode 10, the Christmas party, who ends up with the video iPod at the end of the episode? Is it Dwight, Pam, Ryan, or Michael?
Dwight.
That is correct. You got 4 out of 5 in the office trivia.
90% is how I do.
Jenae, so here on the show, this show that doesn't actually exist, this is a knockoff, but there's a segment called Explain That Gram.
Chicken's real, so.
I'm gonna show you some photos from your Instagram that need more context, and then you tell me the bigger picture.
Woo!
So explain this photo.
Okay, so I had the opportunity to sell weed and any kind of weed product at San Francisco's music festival called Outside Lands, 3-day festival. It's awesome. It's like the Coachella for the Bay Area. And I found out when I was working on my first day that we were making history. Like, it was the first major music festival in the United States to sell weed legally. Know what I'm saying?
Where was this?
It was in San Francisco.
San
Golden
Francisco,
Gate Park,
Bay
baby.
Area.
Yeah, area.
Alrighty, can you explain this photo?
Oh, I would say a little less than a year ago, I was acting as a nurse on set, and yeah, it was in Irvine. I remember the day. I met some amazing people, and it was cool because I posted this picture on Instagram, and my caption basically says like, excuse me. My parents always wanted me to go into the medical field, and I'm in a nurse. Yeah, I mean, I'm in scrubs, so it's funny because it's like that was our compromise. I'm acting as a nurse, finally in the medical field.
Last photo. We got this guy over here.
Oh my god! So, in the fall semester or trimester of 2019. Oh wait, no, sorry, 2018. Whoops. I was part of San Francisco Shakespeare Festival's touring theater group, and we were doing the Comedy of Errors. I played the Duke of Ephesus and Luciana and an officer. Evan is in the middle. We all went to PCPA. Hey. And then Evan is in the middle. He played Dromio, both Dromios. Tiago is on the opposite side of me. He played both. Oh my god, I can't think of his name. Oh my god, Dromio and. This is embarrassing, but I can't remember his name. Anyway, so it's gonna come to me.
Played some characters.
He played the main character, and he was my love interest. He was my love interest. I can't believe I forgot who it is. So anyway, well, it must not have been that important. So anyway, we are waiting to go on stage. It was a really early morning show. I think this was actually in San Francisco. We were backstage on the ground, and someone took a picture. It might have been Caitlin, who I love. I'm gonna come up with Tiago's name character later because I have to get that.
Later on, maybe the spice will kick it into you.
Maybe.
We are down to the last wing. So this is Blazin'. It's the hottest wing that we have on this table. It's made with the ghost pepper.
Antipholus. Sorry. That's Tiago's name, Antipholus. Anyway.
Antipholus. Yeah, you got scared it into you. This is 300,000 Scoville units. Alrighty. I don't know if I'm ready for this. My lips are already burning.
Let's do it. Just bite. Just irritate.
No lips.
No lips.
These are fat wings too.
She thick.
Cheers. Cheers. Dink it, sink it.
I don't know.
There's some good mystical warning.
Actually, people do this challenge, and it's always made me like
freak out.
Not freak out, but like
Okay. So, You're a part of a pretty cool collective of young artists called WIHT, Young Hot Thespians. How does it feel to be a part of something so beautiful and promising, and being able to have this artistic family over in Seattle? And do you ever wish you were over physically with them, taking over Seattle, or are you a proud member of WIHT being here conquering LA?
Love my YHT family. So grateful. You know, they mean the world to me. They saw my light before I could even recognize that I was radiating. You know, I am where I am because of the support that they've given me. It means a lot because it's a group of artists of color with a passion that is emblazoned by, you know, the injustices they've lived and seen, the change that they crave to create, the legacy that they know they can build. So being a part of that hope and aspiration and execution is fucking beautiful. Yes, of course, would love to be able to just even to be able to even like fly out to them more often and just like see them, kick it with them.
Yeah.
But I know while they're building in Seattle, I'm building out here, you know what I mean? And so that way, like when they graduate from Cornish and they move out here, like I have connections who they would fuck with so hard because they vibe the same energy and the same frequency and listen to the same music, create the same type of stuff. I would be able to get them connected with the right people that could help them express the stories that they've been craving to express. So I feel like divide and conquer.
Right.
What fell on the floor?
I dropped an ice cube. Oh my god, I'm dying. I don't do spicy food very well. Why am I the host? Okay. Oh, my nose is dripping. You, along with a few of YHT members like Nat Womack, Brandon Jones-Mooney, and a special cameo of Trey Scott, were a part of the CARCARROSE Productions web series, A Series. Being a part of their first project on this channel, how crazy was the experience for you working on an entire 10-episode series with people, aka me, who had no idea what they were doing?
It was fucking inspiring. Literally, like, you are such a doer. Watching you let yourself, like, go in blinded, not knowing, but being so soft and open to learning and, like, being so flexible and, like, open to opinions and knowing when to let yourself listen to others and when to listen to yourself. Giving yourself permission to experiment, see what doesn't work, and then navigate around that. Honestly, like, it was one of the best experiences I was able to have, you know, as your friend and roommate. Like, it was really inspiring too. It made me want to give myself that same permission to, like, explore, experiment, and, like, fail forward, you know?
Yeah.
So it was really... And, like, to see where you are now doing what you're doing, like, it only makes sense because I saw what you were doing to get where you are, you know? Mm-hmm. So you're being able to see that and know you now and forever is real life, is real evidence of how strong you get by just doing the thing, you know?
Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna eat this ice in my mouth on fire. All right, we are brought to our last question of the day. I got my beer down, my milk down, some of your milk down, my water down, and a few ice cubes.
My nose is running.
You finished your blazing
Sorry, that
chicken
was so
wing.
rude. Yeah.
Awesome. Last question of the day. Jenae Galang, is it pronounced Taco Bell or Taco Bell?
What the fuck? Taco Bell.
Thank you. Every time I see someone say Taco Bell,
oh, because they
on
emphasize
TV,
the bell.
everyone TV, social media, other people in my life, they say Taco Bell.
That doesn't make any sense because you're not going there for the fucking bell. You're going there for the taco.
tacos.
And also, you don't need to emphasize bell because there's literally a bell sound in the commercial after they say Taco Bell. So
Taco Bell, not Taco Bell.
it's really redundant.
All right, a pronunciation lesson from Jenae Galang. And look at you, 5 chickens down, 5 chicken wings up, and still plenty of time to grind all day, every day. Now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you, Jenae Galang. This camera, and only this camera. Tell us what you got going on.
See me as Nene in the web series, a series right here at CARCARROSE Productions. Go binge the show, subscribe. You see that button? Okay, you see that button right there? Hit subscribe. Right there? Oh, yeah? Okay, click. And then hit the bell so you get notifications whenever she posts something new. Y'all feel me? Okay, anyway, comment. Let us know what your favorite Buffalo Wild Wings flavor is. And if you ever need to drink something down when it gets too hot, you feel me? Also, share the video if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to enjoy, live life, grow your glow, do things that inspire you, like being around people that empower you to fucking shine. Yada da.
Thank you so much, Jenae. You did an amazing job. Better than I did.
What?